came into the party, okay, when he came in newly, we were still able to manage it, and then of course we got him re-elected. After we got him re-elected, the problem started. And the problem is the problem that our party people who worked for his success, who are supposed to be part and parcel of the PDP, particularly those of them that were there before he came, that they were left out of government, that they were not appointed to government. And his method of trying to incorporate them too, strange to them. Because what it was before, after you win, party people will sit down with the governor and everybody will start making recommendations from the different local government areas into government. And it's going to be in order of importance by way of compensation to people who participated, all right, in bringing about that government. And secondly, for those who are qualified to occupy those positions. All right, this one did not happen. And we are told that, yes, we'll be able to advise the governor, properly to say, yes, before you came into this party, we had our congresses from the ward to the state. So we had our chairmen, our secretaries, women leaders, youth leaders in place in the party. So as he came in, it was not a case of, if you want the party positions, those who just came with you to party position, then you should be able to give those you met already appointments in your government, so that we'll be able to have those that are coming in, those that are going out. And that will be voluntary for those of them who already have party positions. But that was not to be. So that one created this gulf all of this time. And then it came that, yes, there was another leg to it, that before the governor came into this party, there were people who wanted to be governors too in the party. All right, we had about 3 people who wanted to be governors who were contesting, the primaries to win the governorship ticket. So when the governor came, every other person, stepped down for him to get the PDP ticket, and I came from the APC. Those who stepped down felt to that they were not fairly treated. Fairly treated, there were agreements that were reached, and that those agreements ought to be honored. And the governor said no, there was no agreement reached. Some of those agreements or those meetings held. I couldn't know. But the thing was that when they were doing negotiations, my own office was one of those items that they negotiated that will be given to somebody else. Okay? So when we started, I said, well, I was not party to that agreement. I was already senator before I came to this party. I contested. So you couldn't have negotiated my seat. That was what we insisted on. All right? So we didn't, yes, amongst the old PDP, we're divided. That's what I'm saying. Those of us who said the governor should come into the party, and those of them who said no, we're going to support our old people to get the ticket. I was one of those who supported the governor to come, because it was very difficult for the PDP to win governorship after we lost it in 2008. After Oshomole came. So the PDP had been out there out of government house for 12 years. Even though we're majority, 2 senators out of 3 were from PDP. In 2015, we had 5 members House of Reps out of 9. So in 2019, 2 senators, 2 of us still returned PDP, and 4 members House of Reps came from PDP. So we already there. What we didn't have really was the governorship. And we felt that this was the right time. If the man was coming with his power, we should support. It was the easiest way to government house for the PDP. That was why I supported. But later, the story turned that I was the one who brought him, who brought the governor. That one became my sin. So those of them who were with me in the PDP now said, well, since you brought the governor and you supported him to come and take our ticket, now he has not done anything for us. They drew the line. They were against me. Of course, with the governor there, we already have it. What do? I was trying to make peace between the governor and my old PDP family. So those of us who reactivated the party, myself, Danobi, that were there, mind you, in 2011 when I came to the party, I decided I became the public secretary of the party when Danobi was chairman. We did all those sacrifices to ensure that PDP became strong in the party again. I was police secretary of the party when I got my ticket to come to the Senate. I'm going to give that credit to the PDP that I belonged, the old PDP. In 2019, we were given right of first refusal. Once Secondus, the national chairman of the party and the executive at that time said, we knew what we went through, what the PDP went through in court here against those who were moving out of the party, the former Borno governor, all right, and of course with the party. So the National Assembly supported them. We made financial contributions for the PDP to be able to go through that case. And afterwards, they compensated by saying, look, you members of National Assembly, because of what you have done, you were given right of first refusal. So our second tenure, we had it. So I'm going back to Edo State for the last exercise. Those of them who felt that I supported Governor Obaseki to come into the party were against me. So that was what we were doing until we were going to have statutory delegates to nominate us to come back here the third time. With those ones, after I've explained to them, and with my level of performance, they were ready to take it. But a week or thereabout to our primaries, when it now became obvious that we were going to use ad hoc delegates, 3 per ward, I now fell in the group of the governor. That is still what is in court today. The 3 ad hoc delegates from Danobi side, they are there. The 3 ad hoc delegates from the governor's side, they are there. I fell on the side of the governor. These are people I never knew. They are the old people who came to they are the new people who came to the PDP with the governor. So the old ones that came with Danobi's side, the 3 ad hoc delegates, all right, stood by Danobi. That's why you have Obede Ama, who is their candidate. Then, of course, the new one that came with the governor, believing that we were together, they got instruction to not to vote for me. They rather vote for somebody who is new to them. So you can see I now became a victim of standing in the middle, trying to resolve both sides. All right? So they brought somebody else, Matido Ekebe. All right? So the only thing I say in it, where I say I have no regrets, my peace position doesn't bother me. So with both sides, they are still in court. I think they are already advancing towards Supreme Court now. So they are saying these 3 adult delegates from here that were chosen by the Danobi side. Nobody came from the National Secretariat to conduct their primaries, but that they were seen. The primaries were observed by INEC. The one of governor, they said, yeah, people came from the National Secretariat, but INEC did not observe. Okay, so both sides, they are violating the provisions of the Electoral Act. So that is why you are hearing that it is possible that both sides will not have candidates in the election. If one side gets it, the other side is going to be angry, and they will not support. So the party is in a quagmire in Edo.
Now, distinguish them. I want to ask you.
So for me, I don't see it as a loss. I just see it as the sacrifice you have to make. I made that sacrifice.